The idea that someone would be willing to die in order to protect their body and their right to make their own determinations about who gets to see their body and what to protect their own sort of sexuality really feels very contemporary in many ways. And Vashti really embodies a much more modern feminism than other sort of biblical tales. And there is feminism throughout our text historically, which I think a lot of people forget. But broadly speaking, the Torah has lots of different feminist stories. Vashti was modern in that she was really committed to her bodily autonomy. She was really committed to protecting her image. And these are things that I obviously have no experience, living in ancient Persia, but that is such a contemporary issue in terms of the way that women are, exploited in today's society, that women have to decide how and when to use their bodies, their appearance, their sexuality, to protect themselves or to get ahead, or, what all the different ways that these issues intersect. And Vashti's total unwillingness to submit in a public way in order to prove anything to anyone, and her willingness to actually die given that she was refusing to dance naked for, at the king's behest. The idea that someone would be willing to die in order to protect their body and their right to make their own determinations about who gets to see their body and what to protect their own sort of sexuality really feels very contemporary in many ways. And to your point, it's not necessary for that to be a part of the story that we've told over and over again for thousands of years. And I think it's really important, as all of our texts are. They don't have extraneous things in them. And there's so much to think about as to how and why all of these different things get included. And when we tell these stories over and over and over again, year after year after year, and we are so committed as a people to the book, to remembering all of these little specific details and how they relate to the bigger picture of what we're supposed to take with us from these different events and holidays, there's obviously a very important reason why we have both Vashti and Esther, and why we are expected, I think, to compare them to each other, to think about the different ways that they use their femininity and their identities to teach us really important lessons.